As night falls and people drift into sleep, there are those who still wander in the dark, waiting to carry out inexplicable criminal acts. Richard Ramirez, also known as the Night Stalker, was one such person. He spread fear throughout Southern California for over a year with his brutal murders, sexual assaults, and robberies. However, what made this criminal particularly notorious wasn't just the extreme violence of his actions, but also the bizarre symbols he left at the crime scenes, mysterious traces, such as drawing a satanic symbol with blood, or committing attacks without any clear motive. Was he a criminal with a distorted psyche, or just a madman carrying the invisible ghosts of society? With the horrific crimes Ramirez committed, the question is not only why did he do it, but also what was he thinking when he carried out these ruthless acts? How could a person kill innocent victims just to satisfy his own desires? Was he a product of the society in which he felt alienated and hostile? Or were the ghosts from his past the ones that led him to make such criminal decisions? When analyzing Richard Ramirez's actions, we cannot overlook the psychological factors. He wasn't just a killer. It seemed as if he was carrying out a ritual, a form of satisfying his twisted psychological needs. His behavior may have been influenced by Satan worship, an ideology many criminals like him find stimulating, a release from their inner pressures. The crimes he committed did not follow a clear pattern or have a material motive like stealing money or property, but were random attacks on people living alone, which makes us question, what was he trying to prove? One hypothesis suggests that Richard Ramirez was a perverse individual with deep psychological issues. From a young age, he witnessed much violence in his family and was heavily influenced by his uncle, a Vietnam War veteran, who told him stories about war and violence. These violent images may have rooted themselves in Ramirez's mind, causing him to feel aroused by every attack, every murder. The assaults seemed to be a way for him to release his pent-up anger or to seek the sense of power he never had during his impoverished childhood. Additionally, there's a theory that Ramirez truly believed in Satanism and saw his attacks as fulfilling a duty to the evil forces he worshipped. The satanic symbols he drew with blood at the crime scenes, along with his strange words and actions, made the community not only fearful of the brutality but also bewildered by the spiritual nature of these acts. He didn't just kill for personal reasons. He may have wanted to display the power of evil, to show that he was part of a dark world understood only by people like him. But there is one thing we cannot ignore. Although Ramirez's actions can be explained through psychological theories or religious beliefs, some questions remain unanswered. Could he be the product of the dark society he lived in? Were these actions the result of emotional deprivation, loneliness, and the psychological